had to wrench it from my...
Hello and welcome to Lynchburg Live. I'm your host, Linda Smith. We're coming to you tonight, or actually today, from the Mysticon Science Fiction Convention in Roanoke, Virginia. I have with me Carl Kesner, who's one of the producers of the convention. Carl, we're glad to be here.
It's great to have you back again for our 2013 convention, and we look forward to showing you around and showing you some of the sites. We got a lot going on today.
That's great. How many people do you have this year? I know that you almost had 1,000 last year.
Yes, last year we had 866. This year we are at the last count about an hour ago, we were at 1,150.
That's fantastic. Word of this convention is really starting to spread.
Yes, it is. Of course, we've done a lot of promotion, and we also would like to thank Lynchburg Live for having us on the show before the convention, and we always enjoy doing it. And we have a great team of people who get out there and get the word out, from guests to people who work on the convention to just, average everyday people who just love the con, and they put us up on social media and get everything out there. So
we have a lot of serious shows that we do, so doing something like this is a good change of pace for us.
Yes, it is. I think hopefully you're going to enjoy seeing a lot of the stuff we got today, and of course we have a Batmobile, and we have a Doctor Who guest here this year. We have all sorts of great dealers, some who are here from previous years who are coming back. We have some new ones. We have all sorts of great new artists, and we have lots of gaming, and there's something here for everybody to do.
That's great. And Carl, you're going to take us on a trip around this convention.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Hopefully it'll take less than 80 days.
Okay. All right. Here we go. We've just come into the dealer's room, and what you're seeing right now is just a small portion of this huge room. Phil will pan around and let you see the number of people that are in here. Carl, how many vendors do you have this year?
This year we have a total number of 40, I think it's 45 tables. Our dealer room coordinator is probably in here and probably would have a better idea on that than I, but there's at least, say, taking up that amount of space, there's probably about 25 vendors in here this year, maybe 26.
Looks like more than that. This place is loaded. All right, we'll just take a stroll and see what's going on. We're here at the dealer's room, and we're going to talk to these people. Tell me your name, please.
My name is Larry Weil.
Larry, what are you doing here?
We are a game company. We're selling games, and one of the things that we offer is that we demo some of the games that we sell, and right now we are demoing a game called Kings of Air and Steam, which is sort of a Monopoly with Zeppelins.
That's what I was going to say. You told me it was Monopoly with something. This is really cool.
Yeah, thank you very much. We've been here for 3 years. It's a lot of fun. It's a great con. Brings the people of Southern Virginia together. We really enjoy it.
And the membership keeps growing every year. I'm just amazed.
It does indeed. Always great people, great costumes, lots of things to see and do.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Mr. Elmore, my name is Linda Smith. I'm host of a television show in Lynchburg called Lynchburg Live. We're covering this convention for a show, and just wanted to meet you. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Well, thank you very much.
How's the convention going for you so far?
Really great. Everyone's been so nice, and it's just great. The people are great, and I'm selling a lot of prints. So,
and this is all your artwork here. You do wonderful artwork. Are you still painting and drawing a lot? You never quit.
It's like a lifelong obsession. Now I'm happier than ever because instead of doing book covers and magazine covers, dealing with art directors, now I'm painting what I want to paint and selling it. So it's like that's what you hope for, your whole life, to make a living doing your own work, just your work. Yeah.
Thank you so much. It was really nice meeting you. I'm here interviewing 4 Doctor Who lookalikes. Tell me your name.
Brandon Schubert.
And you are what year Doctor?
The first, 1963 to 1966.
And you are?
The 4th Doctor and my companion.
And tell me your name.
David Hawk.
I'm Lee Gao. I'm the Heart of the TARDIS.
Cool.
I'm Ed Philbin. I'm the 7th Doctor.
Robert Mundy, the 11th Doctor.
Cool. I like your accent. Is that a natural one or one that you've... Partially. It's very good. Very good. All right. Tell me what you all are going to be doing here.
What we've been doing here is waiting for Peter Davison to come in for a signing. I've got some things for him to sign.
And he was the 5th Doctor Who, and he is the guest of honor, media guest of honor today.
I already met him yesterday. He was signing autographs, and I was leaning over like this.
Would you say that again? I missed the first part.
I said he was signing autographs, and I leaned over like this and was looking at him, and he saw everybody's eyes change to this left side and looked around. Then he stood up and we shook hands, but I've yet to even speak to him.
He'll be on, I think, at 1 o'clock today.
That mic. That's why I keep leaning back.
Okay. All right. I'm kind of used to it. Okay. Thank you all. Tell us who you are and what you're doing here.
Opinion, they should end the war today.
Okay. How about some of the rocks?
Oh, yeah, we have some really neat rocks here. What's your particular interest?
We're just here covering this convention for a local television talk show. So just wanted to see who you were and what you're doing.
Okay, well, I am from Crystal Cottage, and we have our store at Tanglewood Mall that operates seasonally, and it's there right now, across from GameStop. And we come to Mysticon every year, and we have a great time here.
It's quite a crowd this year. I think they have 1,100 people so far.
Oh, yeah, this is one of the best crowds yet.
Thank you so much. Carl, who do you have with you?
This is Maura Lydon. She is our 2013 scholarship winner. She is an incredibly talented writer, very talented young woman, and I thought you would like to meet her for a moment and take a chance to talk to her.
Thank you so much. Tell us about your scholarship.
I submitted like 5 or 6 short stories. I didn't really expect to win because it's in art and literature, and usually when you submit literature, it's the visual arts who win. And I was so excited that I won the scholarship, and I'm going to Hollins University for creative writing. And so I'm really excited to be here and to have won a scholarship and for my writing. It's so gratifying to know that it's not just me that who likes to read what I write.
That's wonderful. And tell us about your costume.
This is some stuff I've picked up here and there. I got this for Christmas. This is from my uncle, and a random piece of turkey feather that I found on my property. So it's just a thrown together 5-minute thing that I've had my picture taken twice, and it's very exciting.
Tell me, what was the theme of your story? Short story? Was it a short story that won?
It was the Catfolk Druid, who is a Dungeons & Dragons character that I rolled up a character sheet for, and I was like, okay, so now she needs a reason to be a druid, and she needs a reason to be adventuring. So it's 8 or 7 pages, I think, that is her past, and why she's out adventuring, and how she got her animal companion.
How much was your scholarship?
There's an auction tonight, but on the website it said $500, but there's an auction tonight, and so we're going to see how much I can get out of that.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're here at Hainted Holler, and Carl is going to introduce us to these people.
Okay, well, this is Jennifer Serber, is that right? Yeah, I'm so bad with names sometimes. That is the not Travis. but he is the understudy. Okay. Hainted Holler is, they've been at our conventions for several years now. They're fantastic. Travis Serber, who draws these wonderful webcomics, and he's also put them in book form for all of us. They're really fun, and if you get a chance to look them up online or buy one of his books, I highly recommend them. They're local folks who've done great, and I think they'd enjoy them.
That's wonderful. All right. Tell me about a webcomic.
Well, this is an example. He draws out the comic strip on the paper and he'll scan it into the computer and post it on the website.
That's cool. Now tell me what your website is.
It's haintedholler.com.
Thank you so much. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, tell us where we are.
Okay, we are at Beck Seashell's booth here in the dealer room, also better known as Becca Doodles. She does all this great, adorable art from Star Wars to Doctor Who to just about anything you want, superheroes, and I will let her tell you what she does best.
All right. Nice to meet you. He said you're going to tell us what you do best.
I'm a cartoonist and a children's illustrator, and I draw cartoons and cute stuff. I'm kind of known as the queen of glitter because I always add glitter to my stuff to make it cutesy. I take scary monsters or whatever and turn them into adorable, cute things and make them all cute and cuddly.
That's cool. I like your necklace. That's so cool.
Thank you. I got that at another con, and I'm a Star Trek fan, so a little piece of Star Trek.
Me too. And you're local?
Yeah, I live here in Roanoke. Right. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Nice meeting you.
This is David Lee, and last night he brought when Mr. Davison during opening ceremonies was on stage, he brought in the great steampunk Dalek, and I'm going to let David tell you all about it.
David, it's so nice to meet you. This is a wonderful costume and a wonderful setup.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to meet you as well. I'm just actually thrilled to be here. It's just been a fantastic experience. The people who are hosting the event are just absolutely wonderful, very organized, a great turnout. Did you want me to talk about steampunk or why I'm dressed this peculiar?
Just tell us about this and your costume, and I'd like to know if you made this yourself.
I did. I make all of the things that we use. I make a lot, but our group is actually a group of makers. So, but I'm, I guess, the main maker because I the most OCD and I build the most things. But I had intended to be here with some of our other large props. We have a steampunk tank. It's actually an electric vehicle you can drive. But when they secured the first Doctor Who to be a media guest, Carla, the organizer, asked me if I could make my steampunk Dalek that I had been talking about because it's obviously a piece out of the storyline.
So this was not made at the time you talked to her?
No, it was not. And I talked to her in December, and Daleks are very prevalent, probably one of the most popular villains in Doctor Who series. But being that I build steampunk props, I wanted to make a steampunk version. So if you are not familiar with Doctor Who, watch it. You'll see that this looks similar, but not anywhere close to the real one. Because this is supposed to look like it was built in the 1800s as opposed to a futuristic tank for little squiggly aliens. So anyway, but I procrastinated on it, and finally at the beginning of February this month, I said, oh my gosh, I'm really out of time. I need to get busy. And so I spent the last 3 weeks building this. I still have a lot of tweaking to do. Anytime you build anything, you find flaws and things don't work. So I was driving it around, and I need to reinforce the wheels, but it's a blast. I get inside, I drive it around, and...
That is just so cool. You get in this and drive it around. You want to see the inside of this? Can we... Come look.
It's not very pretty yet. It's not very attractive on the inside. I have plans to add like Victorian wallpaper and some crown molding to make it look more attractive, but sorry. But you can see on the inside, it's just a simple mobility scooter that I picked up at a thrift shop. And I built the frame around it. So it is built to be as light as possible so I can still drive it. But, it's all aluminum and 1/4-inch Nylon plywood.
Okay. Tell me, what is your personal power source? Is this just batteries?
My personal power source is an element called bolognium. Yes, I try to. I'm not as scientific as I should be, and I'm working to fix that. But I do tend to go with plasma power. But I'm not smart enough to really talk to. There's too many smart people here for me to try to fudge my way through it. So,
what is this over here? That looks like a power source.
This actually right here is my gentleman's flying apparatus. It, I think in your times you would say a jetpack, but it is actually using plasma power and to propel force down, therefore lifting the pilot up. Their wings actually expand out and open up, and this, of course, is the heart of the power source. Wonderful. Pun intended. I have headlights and rope lights, and if you notice on the very bottom, there's an empty space. That's where the battery that's at home would go. And then, so I'm unable to actually power up a lot of the stuff. But
well, you certainly are talented, and this is just wonderful. Thank you so much for talking to us and letting us look at you.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Here, what you're seeing is prints of a webcomic that is being currently in progress by illustrator S.E. Ripley. This is this young lady right here. She is a senior in high school and now self-employed and working with the purpose of the webcomics are twofold. One, they're illustrating portions of my book that's coming out in March to draw attention to that, but they're only going to be glimpses of the webcomic in its entirety, because at the end of it, we'll have amassed an actual book of Sydney's art. So she will be publishing that on her own, and here we have J.M. Lee. I'm tired. Here we have J.M. Lee. She is my daughter. She's a sophomore in high school. And this is her sci-fi fantasy series, the Novus Proprius Chronicles. This is book 1 and 2, and she's currently working on book 3, which too many AP classes are keeping the deadline from slipping to the right, but that's it.
Thank you so much, and congratulations to all of you all. I think it's wonderful what you're doing. You have a big future ahead of you. Okay. Let's go see this angel. Now, anybody who has ever watched Doctor Who knows about the angels. Would you tell us who you are, and did you make your costume yourself?
I'm Summer Tom, and yes, I did make the costume myself.
It's a wonderful costume. Do you mind turning around and letting us see all of it? How long did it take you to make this costume?
Oh, God. A really, really, really long time. I stayed up until 2 a.m. last night painting it.
Well, you've done a wonderful job. Are you going to enter this in a costume contest?
Yes, I've entered in the costume contest.
Well, congratulations on doing a wonderful costume, and good luck on the costume contest.
Thank you.
All right, we have run into a friend of mine, Sal Lizard. Sal and I have known each other 150, 200 years, maybe.
It seems like, although actually it hasn't been long enough. It's been at least 20, though. At least.
Anyway, Sal is, he's just gotten a book that has come out recently called
Being Santa Claus.
Being Santa Claus.
Yeah.
But this is not Vampire Santa Claus.
No. This book is about a regular Joe who kind of looks like Santa, and he puts on a Santa suit, and for 20 years he's been putting on the same suit, and it's stories about how adults and children, or like I like to say, children of all ages, how they react to that. And some of them are pretty funny.
Sal is also a professional actor, and in this costume he's got on right now, he is a vampire Santa, right?
That's right. It's something that I did because I kept appearing at horror conventions. I've been mostly in horror films, and people would say, "What's Santa doing at a horror convention?" So I vampired him up a bit, and it's been popular ever since.
Grin so everybody can see your teeth.
Or as I should say when I got the teeth in, ha 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 ha.
Hug?
Oh, of course.
Carl, tell us about this. This is a cake. It doesn't look like a cake, but it is an actual cake.
Yes, it is an actual cake. Everything about this cake is edible except for the little blinking light inside the top of the TARDIS.
All right, for the public who's watching who may not know what this is, please tell them what it is.
All right, a TARDIS, as you see, it's an old-style police call box. That has been the vehicle that the Doctor on the Doctor Who BBC television series travels through time and space in, and has been doing so for the last 4 decades. So.
This is really cool. I just love this. I know year before last there was a captain's chair with tribbles in it from Star Trek, and then last year it was a Cylon
Cylon
from Battlestar Galactica. So this year, this is from Doctor Who.
This is a much more polite cake. As I was telling you earlier, the Cylon cake would mock and insult you. This is a very polite cake, and it's just kind of unassuming, sitting there in the corner, but it's very nice. I think Carla Brendel did it again for the convention this year, and I think she did a great job on it.
And she's very, very talented. All right.
In honor of our media guest of honor, Peter Davison, who was the 5th Doctor from Doctor Who.
Wonderful.
Hey, Fred.
All right, we're in the gaming room, and Carl's going to tell us real briefly what this is.
Well, this is, as last year, this is our video gaming room. Very popular spot for kids and adults all alike. We got all kinds of games in here, and this year we've got a little bit of an upgrade. We've got all brand new flat screen TVs provided very generously to us by the Holiday in Tanglewood.
And this is open all night long, is that correct?
It usually I think there's a, Fred, you volunteer here, so I'm going to ask this question of you. Is this staying open all night, or is there a point? I know it stays open really late, but I know 3 a.m. 3 a.m.
3 a.m. is kind of all night.
Last call at 2:45.
Yeah.
You do a wonderful job. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Fred.
All right, Carl, come here and tell me where we are.
Well, this, of course, is the 3rd year for our Strange Eons group. They are a live-action role-playing group from Stanton, Virginia. And actually, I think Justin here can probably tell you better than I can what it is they like to do.
Well, I'm the president of Strange Eons. I'm just one of the many people who helped pull off this LARP for the convention. We started last night at 7 o'clock after we got this whole room set up. And we will run till tonight. We started last night at 7. We'll run till 3 o'clock this morning. And we'll run continuously the whole time.
I think we watched you get makeup last year.
Yes, ma'am. I was took about 3 hours to get the yellow makeup I did last year done. It was about over 100 symbols painted on my face.
Yeah. I remember.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, but it's very exhausting to run a LARP for the whole weekend.
Well, you all do an incredible job, and thank you for having us in, and good to talk to you.
We also run a regular game every 2nd and 4th Saturday in Stanton up at the Dragon's Hoard.
Cool. Do you have a website?
Yes, ma'am. You can find us on Facebook. I'll give you one of my business cards.
Tell us for the audience that's watching.
It's Strange Aeons, AEONS, at Facebook. And we have lots of pictures of our other gamers and past conventions and regular game.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good time.
Do the same.
Please tell us who you are and what your names are.
I'm Danielle Gable, and I am Alice. Shut up. I'm Alice from. I can't remember words.
I'm the one that made the costumes. She's Alice and the White Rabbit together.
A combo pack.
Yes, and I'm the Red Queen and Cheshire.
That's so cool.
And they're actually infused with fashion from Japan. This is Lolita / steampunk, and then mine is more goth and cape like rock style. So.
That's my older sister, Amy.
Tell us about you and your costume.
I'm essentially the female version of Spider-Man. I like to call myself Petra Parker. So, essentially, yeah, my boyfriend bought me this hoodie the other day. So that's what I'm going as.
That's cool. Well, I hope you all. Are you going to enter the costume contest?
Actually, she's doing the paperwork right now.
Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We have some really good costumes, and I'm going to try to talk to some of these people. Tell me who you are.
I am TK4863 of the 501st.
And this is Star Wars?
Correct.
Let me move down here and see who's next. Tell me who you are.
I'm TB122295.
And you are also Star Wars?
Yes, ma'am.
And tell me about you.
I'm Jenga Fett.
Okay. And you?
He's Jordan.
Okay. Hi, Jordan. Nice to see you. All right, let's see what's behind you here. Tell me who you are.
Boba Fett from Star Wars.
Great costumes, all of you. This is just wonderful. This is a wonderful, wonderful Batmobile. Tell me your name and...
Thank you. My name is Tony Alexander. I'm from New Jersey, and I'm with GothamSupercar.com.
This is so cool. Somebody told me that you had actually built this car yourself.
Yes, I did. This is a replica of the 1966 Batmobile that appeared in the TV series as well as the original movie. And it's a labor of love. And it's virtually 100% accurate to the original car. And we tour the country. We go to hospitals for kids. We do a lot of neat things.
You know, the hospitals for kids, I think that's such a special thing that you do with that. How long did it take you to build this?
A little over a year. The body is actually from a mold of the original Batmobile, and the chassis of the car is built on a 1979 Lincoln Town Car, slightly modified.
Let's look inside this car. I really want to see what's in here. Oh my goodness! Look at the gear shift.
There's a gear shift. There's a bat phone in there. All of the gadgets. That's the bat phone. All the gadgets are period correct to the actual car. The speedometer is from an Edsel from back in the day. And when George Barris originally built the car, he had 15 days and $15,000 to create this car from a 1955 Lincoln Futura, which was a concept car built by Ford and Ghia of Italy. That car, before it was made into the Batmobile, appeared in a 1959, I think it was Doris Day or Debbie Reynolds movie, and Glenn Ford. And it's a spectacular car, original car, and he made it from this and built an American dream and an empire based on this one particular car.
From 0 to 60. How fast does it go?
Well, being a Lincoln Town Car, you got to get it going, but once it gets going, it's a nice smooth ride like the original car was. But it's just an American icon. And if you remember, just a couple weeks ago, the original Batmobile sold for $4.2 million.
We were talking about that earlier.
It's amazing. But you know, everybody knows what the car is. Everybody can recognize it. Everybody understands what it's all about. And for kids our age, it brings us back to a time when all was good in the world. You came home from school, you watched TV, Batman was on, you had a grilled cheese sandwich, and no matter what was going on in the world, it was great. It puts you in a comfort zone. And then kids today, with all the reruns that are on of the show, they identify with it. And
it starts all over again.
It starts all over again. It's campy. It's different. It's not dark like the current Batman is, which has its place. But this puts you in a good place. It was a lot of fun.
What's the top speed of this particular machine?
I think about 120 we can do.
120 is cool.
I don't push it too much. It's more for show as opposed to speed or anything like that. But everything works. The flame on the back, all the gadgets are working, and it's a lot of fun.
Thank you so much for letting us in here to see this car. This is wonderful.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, I'm here with Peter Davison, who was the 5th Doctor Who in the Doctor Who series. Tell us about your trip here.
I got here on Friday. I flew in from London via New York and got here just after midnight, I think, Friday morning. But it's very nice. And yesterday evening we went up to the famous Star and the Overlook. So it's been an enjoyable trip.
Is it just my imagination, or does Doctor Who seem to be gaining in popularity again?
Do you know, I think it is probably gaining in popularity. I think when the new series came back in Britain, it was immensely popular, and I think it took a bit of time before the TV channels picked it up over here, and since they have, it's just got bigger and bigger. So I now meet a lot of young fans of the programme who've watched the new series and then gone back to discover the older Doctors.
My husband's a big Doctor Who fan, but he didn't discover it until just recently. Right. So what you're saying is the truth.
Yeah.
I hope you have a really good time at this convention, and we appreciate the fact that you're here.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
I hope you've enjoyed tonight's show and being with us at Mysticon, the Science Fiction Convention in Roanoke. I'm in the Batmobile getting ready to end this show and take off. Be sure and watch our next show, which will feature astronomical occurrences that we've been hearing about lately. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful evening. Good night.